Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Happy Mother's Day. It is Mother's Day here. Actually, Mother's Day in Mexico was 2 days ago, but it's Mother's Day in the States. So happy Mother's Day to all the wonderful moms out there. So I haven't posted in about a week or so because part of my self-care is going out, having some fun, and not turning on my camera. I visited some amazing cenotes with a friend, and I met up with some wonderful people, and we went to an expo that had really amazing Mayan furniture and crafts. And I've also had the special pleasure of meeting up with someone and her son that I met on this channel. And it was an absolute pleasure. I feel blessed to have spent time with them. So please, if you see WhatsApp popping in and out, I don't turn off my WhatsApp on Mother's Day because I want to receive the responses from my friends. Okay, so please excuse that. It's just part of life, right? And we all do it. So, for those of you who haven't been on my channel before, my name is Heather. I created this channel because I have a vision. I have a goal to convince women, mostly over 40, who have chronic illnesses, who are managing chronic illnesses, that they can go bravely into the world. They can travel solo even, they can move overseas, and they'll find the care that they need if they choose the right country. So I have made a list of 10 reasons why I am moving away from Progresso, which is a huge step because I am a beach girl. I love my morning walks, and I'm actually moving closer to Merida. And these may be things that you might want to consider even if you're a beach girl like me. So let's get into the list. So I noticed before the list, I noticed that I was making 2 or 3 trips, sometimes even 4 trips into Merida each week. That's a lot of time on the road. And it's maybe because I'm in the settling in phase, but I'm starting to notice that a lot of things that I need are in Merida. So this morning I decided to sit down and create the list. Okay, thing number one. Oh, and forgive me if I glance away. I just wanted to get everything down, okay? So number one, and this stuff is in no particular order, but number one, my doctors are in Merida. The hospitals that I want to go to are in Merida. The labs that I prefer to use are in Merida. So instead of making the 30 or 35-minute, it's an easy drive. There's very rarely any traffic. But instead of making that trip each time I had an appointment, I felt it would be better to be in a suburb of Merida rather than being out here at Progresso. Now, I couldn't live in Central, but I can live in one of the suburbs because there's air for me and I can breathe. Okay? So my doctors, hospitals, medical care, it's in Merida. Okay, so when I'm shopping for specialty foods, I tend to, being vegetarian, is easy in Progresso. There's fruit and vegetables everywhere. But, and also there's fish if you're a pescatarian, there's fresh fish. But when I'm looking for vegan products, it's not here in Progresso. I've been to the supermarkets, the largest supermarkets, and it's just not here. I have to go to the larger, sometimes more exclusive supermarkets that can easily be found in Merida. So the specialty foods, right? Okay, number three, the entertainment and the restaurants are there. There are restaurants here in Progresso, sure, but they're seafood restaurants and they cater to either the locals, the grilled chicken and the pork and so on, or they cater to tourists on the Malecon, on the boardwalk of seafood, and those restaurants are more expensive than I'm willing to do regularly. And because I'm more vegan, it's kind of hard to find choices that work for me. So restaurants, entertainment. The movie theaters are in Merida. I went to an expo with some friends yesterday. I told you about that. Was the convention centers there. When they have large festivals, it's there. The museums are there. So that's a reason for me to be within 10 minutes closer to the center of the city. Okay, so the classes that I want to take. I'm an okay swimmer, but I want to get stronger, and all the schools are in Merida. So, and also with pickleball. Some of my friends and I were going to learn to play pickleball. And by the way, folks, it is harder than it looks, okay? Because you will engage muscles that you didn't know you had. But anyway, so the classes I want to take, there's a language school or two here in Progresso, but most of them are in Merida. So if that's something you want to do, if you want to sew, if you want anything that you want to do, you have a better chance of finding the schools and teachers closer to the center, closer to the capital. Okay, so preferred shopping. There are clothing stores here in Progresso, to be sure. But if you like certain brands, if you want to have the mall experience, if you want Costco, if you want Sam's, if you want Office Max or Office Depot, I think it's Office Depot that's there, that's all in the capital. And they're readily available, right? And some of the malls are just gorgeous, right? So if I want to do specialty shopping, I have to go to the capital, which is Merida. Okay, so my car dealership is there. I just had to have I have uh, a used car, and I'm so thankful I got it from the dealer because there was a problem with the air conditioning, which is a huge deal when you can easily be at 105 degrees. But they fixed it because the car was under warranty and the wiring was involved, everything. So that's something I want you to consider if you're going to get a car, even a used car, okay? So the car dealership is there. And I tend to take my car to the car dealership when I need maintenance as well, or when I need parts. Okay, so relationships. The lovely people that I'm meeting are all closer to Merida. So, when it's time to get together with them or to, say, hey, let's get together and go on a little road trip, they're there. So it's just easier for me to develop and nurture the relationships that I am developing if I live a bit closer. And that way they can come visit me, I can host them, they can host me. It's just easier. So, service centers. I'm finding that the main offices are in Merida. They're in the capital. And when I say service centers, I mean things like cell phones, the main banks, the people who perform services, most of them are there. So it's easier for them to come out to your house. Now, some of them might come out to Progresso. They will come out to Progresso. But it's a lot easier for them to say yes to you if it's easy for them to get to your house. So service centers and service people, it's in the capital, and there's very little of it here in Progresso. So number 9, if you want to take bus tours, there are buses here, transit buses here, but if you want to take bus tours, I'm noticing that the pickup points are all in the city. So if that's something you want to add to your list, you might want to consider living close to the city. The airport is also close to the city. It's not far from Progresso, but it is closer to Merida. Okay, so number 10. When it comes to buying my house, for the type of house I wanted, I like a modern house. I want it to look a certain way. It's available here in Progresso, but not within my budget. But I could find it in my budget in one of the suburbs of the city. So I'm still out in the country. I can still breathe. It's within my budget, and I found the house that I want. So, folks, those are the reasons why I am comfortable and happy with moving closer to Merida, even though I am going to miss Progresso. I'm going, not just the breezes, not just the better access to fish and my morning walks. I will find things to make me happy wherever I go. So in my own house, I'll be pretty happy there too. So folks, that was my list. I'll go over them really quickly again. Doctors, labs, and dental, specialty food shopping, entertainment, restaurants, desired classes, preferred shopping, my car dealership, the relationships, the people that you meet, the service centers such as Cell and Service People, pick up locations for tours, and lastly, your money might just go a little further away from Progresso, from the beach. So that's all I have for today. If any of this helps you, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel or, yes, subscribe, share, comment, and let me know if I've forgotten anything because, I'm giving you my experience. Maybe you have something else you'd like to add. And as I ask with every video, how do you want to spend your health? Have a great day. And again, happy Mother's Day.